pinch, 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 all the way to the tip. So if you look at this tape up close, you're going to see this grid-like pattern. That's actually a bunch of teeny tiny holes in the tape so your skin can breathe. You're going to take your strip of lash tape horizontal to your eyelid. You're going to tape it down to your eyelid. It's not touching your eyelashes though, okay? Once you tape it down and stick it to your skin, you're going to actually lift it up and go ahead and stick it right to your eyebrow. This is not going to pull out your eyebrow hair. As you can see now, we can visualize that waterline and we can make sure that nothing is getting in the waterline. Remember, I told you 90% of the time when your lashes are hurting you, it is because there is something in that waterline and you just don't know it because you can't see that waterline unless you're applying your lashes taped up. A lot of people ask me, well, doesn't your eye dry out when it's taped up like that? No, because we reptile blink. What is a reptile blink? A reptile blink is just blinking like normal. I'm just blinking like normal. You guys don't know this, but every time you blink, your eye rolls into the back of your head. You just don't know it because your eyelid is covering it. When your eye is taped up, now you can see that, okay, which is why we call it a reptile blink. Your eye is rolling into the back of your head and it's distributing moisture over your eyeballs. So your eye is actually not going to dry out. We're going to take the bond side of our brown bond and seal. So we're going to reptile blink so our eye doesn't dry out. And we are going to take this brown bond, put it all over our lashes from root to tip. This is not only going to make sure that our lashes stay on for an entire week, but it's going to ensure that they do not twist and turn on us. And then I want you to let it sit for a few seconds to get tacky. When it gets tacky, it gets stickier and it makes the whole process easier. This is the applicator that also comes inside your kit. What I need you to do is actually get yourself a cup of water, and I want you to dip your applicator into a cup of water every single time you pick up a lash. The reason we do this is to prevent the cluster lash from trying to stick to your applicator instead of your lashes. I'm gonna start with size 16, which is the bottom 2 rows. Doesn't matter which one you grab, these are all the same exact size. So the only thing I don't want you to do is grab it from the tip like this because you could accidentally rip it. So just go ahead and grab it from the bottom like this. That is where the lash is the strongest. See how beautiful this is? This is a dark brown lash. We don't want orange lashes. A lot of brown lashes are so orange and light. So you're going to transfer that lash now over to your other hand like this. And you're going to come back around with your tweezers. And now you can grab it by the tip. You can't just take all of your lashes and apply them in a row straight up and down. If you look closely at your natural lashes, you will see that they actually grow at an angle. So you actually have to match that angle with your fake lash. I don't want to break my arm like this. What makes it so much easier? I literally hold it straight up and down and I tilt my head like this. We're gonna reptile blink. We're gonna tilt our head, get that angle, and we are going to apply this cluster lash as close as we can get it to the base of our lashes, but without getting it inside that waterline. We're not going to apply the lash straight up and down, remember, because that wouldn't look right. So we're going to tilt our head. And I don't like to overlap my lashes unless I have to, so I'm not going to. So I'm going to apply that side by side with no overlap. The most important part of applying an inner corner lash is getting the correct angle. Tilting your head to get the correct angle is what's going to make sure that inner corner lash, 1, doesn't poke you like this or like this, but 2, it's going to make sure it stays on, okay? Dip our applicator in water again, and we're going to start pinching. I need you to pinch every lash everywhere. So we get our applicator wet. This is very important, otherwise it's going to stick and it's going to tug. I want you to start pinching at the base. Pinch, pinch all the way up to the tip. Dip your applicator in water, come in a little further. Start pinching at the base and pinch, pinch, pinch all the way up to the tip. Dip your applicator in water. Okay. We're going to go into the seal side of the bond and seal. It's a brown seal. We're going to take the seal and we're going to boop, boop, boop. Don't overdo the seal. Yes, I need you to pinch them again. I need you to do the entire pinching routine again. We're going to take a Q-tip and dip our Q-tip in water so it's not fuzzy. We're going to tap, tap, tap that water line. This is just going to make sure that there's no residual bond or seal on that water line that's going to hurt, itch, or irritate you later. You're going to peel your tape off starting at the inner corner. No, this is not going to rip your eyebrows out. Ryan's ready for the lash reveal. We're going to reptile blink so our eye doesn't dry out. And we're going to lash reveal, lash reveal. Gorgeous. Brown seal on the top, we can see.